Washington Grown is brought to you by the Potato Farmers of Washington. Learn why Washington is home to the world's most productive potato fields and farmers by visiting potatoes.com. Also brought to you by Northwest Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. And by the Washington Turfgrass Seed Commission, helping our farmers produce the highest quality turfgrass seed in the world.
Hi everyone, I'm Christy Gordson and welcome to Washington Grown. At the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic, a lot of people lost their jobs and needed food. Washington's potato farmers stepped up to the plate, donating thousands of pounds of potatoes to cities all across the state. The generosity of those farmers helped a lot of people during hard times. So this episode is all about Washington's potato farmers. I'll visit a specialty potato farm in Pasco.
Way smaller than probably what you're used to looking at. Normal diggers are made to take dirt out that's that size.
Yeah. And I'm making a special brisket gnocchi at Woodblock in Seattle. Oh, I made mine really long.
Long and skinny.
Plus, we're seeing how potato farmers are giving back during the coronavirus pandemic.
That's just a wonderful thing that's being done.
All this and more today on Washington Grown. This is harder than it looks. It's a little baby pig. That's really, really good. Right?
That's a little party in a little glass.
Well, hello there. Gobble, 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 gobble. Oh!
No TV bites here. I'm gonna dig in. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Today I'm in the heart of downtown Redmond to visit a local favorite restaurant and bar, Woodblock. This eclectic and rustic spot features seasonally inspired dishes and a memorable, homey experience.
It's friends, it's family, it's community, and that really is an extension of who they are.
Very high-end food, but a super casual, homey atmosphere.
I think it's one of the best restaurants in Redmond for sure.
A very modern version of a classic neighborhood bar.
General Manager Eric Armentrout and the staff focus on using local, seasonal ingredients to make their food special.
You know, you look at bar food or cocktails in general, and both it's like, can we make it a little bit better, or do we just bring in better ingredients to make the best version of the original?
I would say everything is always fresh.
It's very farm to table. I feel like it's made in ways that are kind of traditional, but yet also kind of like creative.
The rotation of the menu, there's always something new, there's always something fresh.
Woodblock is also well known for its creative and award-winning craft cocktails. And so Woodblock actually won, like, best cocktail for something?
Yeah, 425 magazine, best cocktail bar on the east side.
I love the craft cocktails. It's really what brings me back. They have a lot of variety.
Tony has probably one of the best whiskey selections in all of Redmond.
It sounds like you have fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's food, it's beverage.
Don't miss later in the show when Chef Heather Hiltel and I make their delicious brisket gnocchi.
I've got the adult portion, you've got the kid portion.
It's a new thing. It's called baby gnocchi. I'm in central Washington, north of Pasco, home of the most prolific potato fields in the world, and home to the Morris family. Today I'm talking with Grant Morris and learning about a specialty variety of potato he's growing.
This is a Vinci field, so it's a specialty. We're growing them as specialties. They're baby bakers, we call them, where a typical French fried potato might be, that big, and they're cutting it up, making French fries. These, we actually stop the growth of the plant at a certain point here pretty soon. And we're looking for potatoes to be, an inch to inch and a half is about the diameter we're looking for. These are for the process sector, so they will take these and roast them, cook them and season them, put them in a bag, freeze them, and then sell them retail. Bite into them, they just pop, and it's like eating a little ball of mashed potatoes. So
good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Growing Vinci potatoes presents a challenge for farmers.
All the equipment's different, the way you grow them, the way you harvest them. Everything. We've had to learn a lot of that. So these are a lot harder to walk through than a normal potato,
yeah,
as you
they're
can tell.
Skinnier,
they're so tight, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So a clear little spot here.
He does look pretty good.
Way smaller than probably what you're used to looking at. I mean, that potato would fall through the chains on a conventional harvester. Normal diggers are made to take dirt out that's that size, where we're taking everything. We have to have very clean fields. As far as the harvester knows, if there's a rock that size, it thinks it's a potato. So it puts it in the truck. So we have to kind of be a little selective about the fields we're in. We will defoliate this field, we'll kill the plant itself, and give it about a month. You know, it'd be 90 degrees, 100 degrees, and it lets that potato set the skin, we call it, and it firms it up, it thickens up a little bit, so when we harvest it, the skin doesn't slough off.
Well, give me a little background about you as a farmer.
So I graduated WSU in 2005. I was looking for a job. My partner Ed now was looking for a guy, and it was simple as that. We had no idea who each other were, and that's 15 years ago. So today we're transitioning. He's moving out slowly and I'm moving in slowly, and I don't think we had really any hiccups at all, honestly.
That's awesome.
It went pretty smooth. We were both pretty lucky. So this is my partner Ed Schneider. We're out here. We want to show you guys what we do right now to determine when we're going to dig and where we're going to sample. So we will use aerial imagery actually to look in the field to find uniform areas, but it's really just an area. Once we get out in the field, we have a pretty scientific way of doing this. Ed's going to demonstrate right now.
So this is how we do it. Take off your hat and you throw it out there, and that's the plant you sample.
So again, those are much smaller than what we're going to have on a regular crop. So what we got here is essentially what we do to determine when to kill the crop. So we will go out in the field. This is stuff we just pulled out right now, obviously all covered in dirt. Once we've cleaned them, we size them. For each number correlates to a size. What we're really trying to accomplish, we want all of these potatoes 1 through 4.
Is this like the perfect?
Yeah, if we could have them all on 4s, that'd be great. As they get bigger, they grow a little faster during this stage.
What would you like people to know about being a potato farmer?
Vast majority of farms in this state are small acreage, small family farms. There's no corporate in our model at all. So what they're buying, what they're helping support is really helping families here in Eastern Washington on our farm.
Potatoes are one of the most delicious foods out there, and there are tons of ways to enjoy them. Today, I'm visiting Conifer Foods to see how they use Washington potatoes in their soup mixes.
Conifer Foods is kind of a specialty consumer packaged good company.
Mike Mayer is the president of Conifer Foods and Canterbury Naturals. Although they're famous for their Fisher Scone, they make many other products as well.
We do baking mixes, dried soup mixes, dried salad mixes, hot beverages, spices.
That's really our brand promise, is high quality foods that are easy to prepare.
Harry Forsberg is the Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Conifer. He takes his job very seriously.
We have a real privilege to feed people good, clean, natural food at a good value. We take that, as a great privilege, but also a serious responsibility.
As part of that responsibility, Canterbury has committed themselves to using local produce whenever possible.
It's very important for us to have good, high quality ingredients that are local whenever we can.
It gives us access to see where our products are grown, where they're coming from.
There's quality, better quality perception, and also sustainability.
To understand some of the processes behind the products as they come from farm to table.
That is really important to us, to be able to try and partner with farmers wherever we can to use local ingredients.
Now I'm taking a tour of Canterbury's product line with Director of Operations, Nick Sahardsky. What are we going to see?
So we're running chicken chili. It's under our Canterbury Naturals blend.
It sounds like it's good. Take me to your line.
The product will come down through the hopper. It'll come in through that forming tube. And then we'll inject nitrogen to remove oxygen. It's actually one of our quality measures to help control the shelf life of the product. And what that does is it removes the oxygen content from the pouch right before we seal it. Oxygen is oxidizes the product and adds to rancidity factors. And so the introduction of nitrogen helps keep the product healthy and shelf-stable. So each individual pouch here contains a ½ an ounce of crushed whole pecans. And these guys, we do about 15,000 units a day.
Hot diggity dog.
And then the next step is, of course, these bean blends that come from Columbia Bean and Produce right out of Moses Lake.
Alongside local beans, they use Washington potatoes and other local produce in their products as well.
Well, it's important because we kind of help the community, we help the state. We try to bring in as much stuff that's locally sourced as we can so that we're injecting more into the economy, we're helping the farmers, trying to maintain that local Northwest presence.
After all that, I'm ready to try some delicious Canterbury soup for myself. Today we're trying some potato corn chowder. Well, this looks really great.
Those chunks are beautiful Washington State grown potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah. Wow.
They are non-GMO, as is the soup. It's one of my favorites.
It's delicious.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
delicious. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. Look for them in the stores and enjoy for the whole family.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
How many potatoes per acre can you expect a baby baker field in Lower Columbia Basin to produce? I'll have your answer right after this.
Coming up, I'm making a delicious brisket gnocchi at Woodblock in Seattle.
Oh, I made mine really long. Long and skinny.
And we're in the kitchen at Second Harvest trying out some herbed Greek roasted potatoes.
Here in the Lower Columbia Basin, we can expect to produce 500,000 tubers per acre on a baby baker crop.
We're back in Redmond for craft cocktails and creative comfort food at Woodblock.
It feels like you're at a really nice high-end restaurant, but the community atmosphere is just really nice.
It's like a local place owned by people that live and work in Redmond, and I love that. Anytime someone says, hey, I'm going to be in Redmond, I need to bring someone to a meeting, a lunch, I'm like, take them to Woodblock.
It feels like a great dinner party. Really good food and some fun, fresh cocktails.
And you have your own whiskey label, is that right?
Yeah, every year we try to pick one specific barrel. It's a great program that a lot of the bigger whiskey houses do where they invite restaurants and bars to come in and you get to pick out a barrel. And so it was just exactly what we wanted.
Tony has probably one of the best whiskey selections in all of Redmond.
The education was what was huge, was the bartenders being able to explain what it is you're getting and what the difference is and giving you taste.
I think it's one of the best restaurants in Redmond for sure, and one of the best restaurants on the east side.
Yes.
Now it's time to make one of Woodblock's most popular dishes with Chef Heather.
We're gonna make some gnocchi, right? Yeah. Gnocchi.
So starting it up, we went ahead and started our oven at 400, really washed off the potatoes, get any dirt off, popped them in the oven. And these cooked for probably about an hour. And then while they were still warm, we put them through a ricer so it gets any clumps out, makes it a real nice, smooth consistency.
To the potatoes, we add salt, an egg, and some flour and combine everything together.
Do you like Washington potatoes for your gnocchi?
I do. I enjoy just supporting what we can locally and out of the state.
And you have to put some muscle into this, it looks
Just
like.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Once everything's incorporated, yeah, it's kind of tacky but not sticky. From here, I normally divvy it up into just smaller portions. And then I kind of start working my dough together. Just one big kind of log. Even pressure is kind of key when you're starting to roll it out. I like to spread my fingers and just roll it back and forth. So I'm actually gonna put mine into 2. And you're looking for probably about 3/4 to an inch thickness.
I'm breaking a sweat over here, Heather. Oh, I made mine really
flavor.
long.
Long and skinny.
Okay, well,
I've got the adult portion, you've got the kid portion.
It's a new thing. It's called baby gnocchi.
Next, we cut the gnocchi into even pieces and indent each one by pinching the top and bottom and pressing a thumb into the center. Then we boil the gnocchi for about 4 to 5 minutes and immediately put them into an ice bath. Now it's onto the sauce.
It's just tomatoes blended up with raw celery, some garlic, and onion.
Oh.
And as most restaurant food, butter makes everything that much better.
Yes,
so
it does. I love it.
Next, we add the gnocchi to the pan along with some salt and pepper and let the sauce reduce for about 5 minutes.
All right, and so now we've got the sauce kind of nice and reduced.
Yeah, it smells amazing. So you have lots of fresh ingredients here. What do you have here?
So this one is a fresh mixture of parsley and mint.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a nice little healthy pinch of the fresh herbs. Good bit of arugula. We'll let this one wilt down. And then off the heat, I like to go ahead and add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And so then from here, we got some of our pre-braised brisket.
And how long has this been?
So this takes about 3 hours to braise. Coarse salt right on the meat. I like to do some of the fresh arugula on top. We take the micro basil and finish it off with just a little bit of Parmesan, just a little bit of olive oil.
Wow, that is beautiful.
It looks heavy, but it really isn't. The gnocchi's light and you have plenty of fresh greens, the herbs.
Oh my gosh, so nice. I love the texture of the gnocchi.
Glad
so
you
good.
love it.
So good. Heather, thank you so much.
Of course.
This is really
Love
fun.
having you around.
To get the recipe for Woodblock's brisket gnocchi, head to wagrown.com.
Washington potato growers do an excellent job of growing all of the varieties of potato that you can find in the grocery store, like russets, reds, Yukon Golds, mini yellows. But at home, you can grow a specialty potato variety in your own backyard. So this pot has drainage in the bottom. This mix of straw and finished compost will work well because the potatoes will have room to root down. Now, you want to make sure that the potato that you have has sprouts on it when you plant it. For instance, these guys are a great seed potato. They've been cut in half the night before so that the edge seals off, and you would plant this half because you can see here that it's developed a really good root structure. This potato, on the other hand, you wouldn't use because it's been cut in half, but you can see the eye development on it is not great. Now, you want to make sure that you purchase seed potatoes. Seed potatoes have been bred for disease resistance, and so the potatoes that you grow at home will be as healthy as possible. If you purchase potatoes to plant from the grocery store, they've been treated with a growth inhibitor, which means that they won't sprout. So to plant these guys, you simply place them in the compost and straw, push them down in there, and then cover them up. During the season, I'll continue to stack compost and straw on here, and then at the end of the season, I'll take this bucket, I'll dump it out when the greens on my potatoes have died back, and then I have a bucket full of potatoes to enjoy.
Coming up, we're seeing how potato farmers are giving back during the coronavirus pandemic.
It's just a wonderful thing that's being done.
Hey, let's go! What happens when you take fresh Washington potatoes and combine them with Middle Eastern flavors? Something delicious. Here at Skewers, they're using the best of both worlds to make some world-class food.
So my name is Mira Kazanjian. I'm an Armenian American. I grew up in the Los Angeles area. So when I moved up to Spokane, I really missed the food that I grew up with. So I just had to start making it in my own kitchen.
Skewers serves shawarma, a special combination of Washington produce and Armenian spices.
The idea is to bring the street food of the Middle East to Spokane.
Now it's time for me to taste these Washington potatoes, shawarma style.
That meat is delicious. The fries are so crunchy. Oh,
these shawarma fries were amazing, but let's see what everybody else thinks.
What are some of your favorite ways to enjoy French fries?
Is there a bad way?
I don't know if there is a bad way.
I don't really care.
I'm with you. I don't care. Just give me those fries.
Oh, yum, these are good. It's a good fry.
There's so many different flavors.
Delicious.
Your mouth just kind of goes crazy.
Go back for seconds.
So would you recommend Skewers to other people?
Oh, yes. Delicious.
I would do this all over again.
I really would recommend somebody to try this. It's really good.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
100% for sure.
We might have to go back for more.
During the coronavirus pandemic, many restaurants lost business or shut down entirely. That means farmers that sold produce to restaurants had nowhere to deliver their goods. Instead of leaving their potatoes to rot, Washington farmers worked together with the Washington State Potato Commission to give to those in need. Today, hundreds of volunteers and the National Guard are giving food to anyone who needs it.
We've got traffic weaving in and out of the Spokane Fair and Expo Center, and they're picking up not only potatoes, but there's some other produce that has been donated and some milk that's been donated as well.
Brandy Tucker is the Director of Marketing for the Washington State Potato Commission. Their goal is to give out 1 million pounds of potatoes over 10 locations.
This is our 8th location right now. We have 10 locations total. It's been such a humbling experience to see all the people coming together.
So we brought the family and kids up and come up here and spend the day and see how many potatoes we can give away.
Jordan Reed is a potato farmer from Pasco. He came to Spokane today to help give out food, but like many farmers, he isn't able to sell his crops and worries about what's next.
It's really turned things upside down. We never realized how much of our food was put through, a restaurant area. And when all of them got shut down, things just started backing up.
It's very important for farmers to be able to grow and produce their crops, and it's sad that they don't get paid for this.
Farmers are probably about the most unselfish person you'll ever meet. I mean, they're up here giving away their absolute profit, their livelihood.
Our growers are very wonderful people. They've got these potatoes, they don't want to see them go to waste. So the best thing to do is to feed the people.
I mean, you won't find a better group of people that just, if blink of an eye, turn around and give somebody something.
They really are the fuel that makes all of this possible. And everybody receiving food here today, I'm sure if they had the opportunity would say that same thing. Thank you.
Drew Moyer is the Chief of Staff at Second Harvest. Today, they've partnered with the Potato Commission to help give back to the Spokane community.
Our mission is fighting hunger and feeding hope. And we believe that everybody should have access to healthy food every day. And so partnerships like those with the Washington Potato Commission, with Dairy Gold, who's here with milk, we bring those resources together to close gaps that exist for people when they lack enough income to purchase enough food to live a healthy, active lifestyle.
This virus thing is really scary.
There's folks that are really in need that have lost their jobs due to COVID-19 and all the shutdown.
People didn't expect to be in this circumstance. Nobody's done anything wrong, and yet here we are with probably 300 cars in line waiting for food.
Right now, people need the extra help.
Once they get food, there just seems to be this huge relief.
And the people that are getting it, they need it. And these people are in need and they're wanting it.
People are just so grateful to get it. So many thank yous and bless the farmers, and it's just a wonderful thing that's being done.
We're so extraordinarily grateful for the compassion and empathy that people have shown their neighbors during this truly unprecedented time.
Well, I just say thank you.
I really think it lifts people's morale, lets them know there's still hope.
Thank you so much for all your time and effort.
Such a humbling experience to see the folks come out.
I think it really helps to know that it's a community that comes together.
And I'm thankful to be here. Go Seahawks.
We're in the kitchen at Second Harvest Food Bank in Spokane, getting ready to taste test some recipes that we found on allrecipes.com that are using Washington-grown ingredients. We love that. And I've got my taste testers here, Tomas, my co-host, and Laurent, chef and restaurant owner of Fleur de Sel. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It feels so good to see you both.
The team is here and we are ready to taste some good stuff. And this is the potato episode, and you saw all the amazing things that potato farmers are doing, but one of the things that really stands out is how we have all had to sort of deal with the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, and how it affected restaurant owners like you,
yes.
Laurent, and all of the farmers providing the food for those restaurants that had to shut down, and you saw just how generous the potato farmers were in giving away all of those potatoes that the processors couldn't take.
And hopefully looking back, people can kind of realize how much of these farmers' lives depend on just the restaurants we visit every day, and how crucial that restaurant industry is to our everyday lives. I mean, even today, we're seated like 6 feet apart from each other. Usually we're at one long table, but now I have to wave to Laurent way over there.
Hello. So this recipe is herbed Greek roasted potatoes with feta cheese. So Cat Lady Cindy says these potatoes have a nice Mediterranean flair to them with lemon and garlic and herbs. They are so delicious, out of the oven, topped with plenty of feta cheese. Sounds good.
Great.
Yes.
Can't wait.
I know. Let's see how we make them. These look delicious. They smell good.
They smell awesome.
I love
those red potatoes.
Roasted potatoes.
Oh, they're very
Any
tender
kind.
already.
But especially ones with feta on them.
I love to do that at the restaurant, in a big bowl, olive oil, potatoes, herb de Provence, some garlic, onions.
I can taste the lemon. It's kind of lemony.
It's almost like lemon is a secret weapon with potatoes. Last year, we also did a recipe that had some lemons in it.
Lemon and pepper, yeah, I remember.
And it had the kind of like, oh wow, there's a citrus
like
blast
it.
to these potatoes I wasn't expecting, but it's so good.
I like it. I like
And
the
you
feta.
you can also add, to make it a little more Mediterranean, at the end you can add a little bit of capers or chopped olives.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Black olives in it.
Yeah,
and
go
even
all
some
in.
sun-dried tomatoes, and use the oil of the sun-dried tomatoes in order to roast your vegetable or potatoes in.
Great idea. I love that. So some comments from All Recipes community. Bruce says, this recipe turned out perfectly. I omitted the mint and added 4 strips of crumbled applewood smoked thick cut bacon at the end,
There you go,
along
Thomas.
with the feta.
Told you.
Right?
Bacon, cheese, potato.
Thomas who made that comment.
Yeah,
I
Bruce
think.
says, my guests scraped the bowl clean. Delicious. We love it.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you to Cat Lady Cindy.
To get the recipe for herbed Greek roasted potatoes with feta cheese, go to wagrown.com.
Not only are Washington potato growers hardworking and skilled, they care about our community, and we thank them for all that they do. That's it for this episode of Washington Grown. We'll see you next time.